What's up, y'all? What's up, man? You already go. It's your boy B back with another video, man. If you have not already, man, make sure you guys are like, commenting, and subscribing, and also make sure you guys are making money work for you and not just working for the money, okay? Again, I'm gonna say that again. Make sure you are working for you and not just working for the money. Make money work for you. Don't work for the money. Again, make money for you, okay? Make money work for you. I want this money to work for you. You're making money for you. You're not making money just so you can get by. You're not making money just so you can pay bills. You're making money so that you can use it to do whatever you want, right? To achieve whatever you want to achieve. And I want you guys to understand you can do it. Okay, so if you clicked on this video, I'm not sure if you have a 9 to 5, but I'm assuming you do. Okay, now I want you to take this from somebody that actually has successfully got out of working a 9 to 5 and failed probably 3,000 times, okay? So it's a lot of people in this world, okay? It's a lot of people in the world, okay? Trillions of people in the world, and not everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. Let's make that understood. Not everybody's going to be an entrepreneur, okay? And it's okay. If you're not an entrepreneur, it's okay. I don't think that it's something that you should feel bad about, because people that work, people that have a 9 to 5, they're awesome. People that have 9 to 5s are the reason why people like me can be entrepreneurs. Because if I didn't know somebody or had people work 9 to 5, I would not be able to be an entrepreneur. I had to work a 9 to 5 so I can become an entrepreneur. I had to work a 9 to 5 and leave a 9 to 5 and think that I was going to sit there and be able to start a business and fail to be an entrepreneur. So if you are at the point of your life right now where you are really misguided and you just don't understand, hey man, what is my purpose? Where am I supposed to go? Why am I failing? Where can I execute? Where can I learn? Why this, why that? If you're at that point, this is the perfect video for you to watch. So I'm gonna tell you guys for a second a little bit about what happened to me, okay? So me personally, I have always tried to keep a job in the field that I wanted to have a business in. Prime example, electronics. I love electronics. Here's the thing, I don't like electronics. I used to love electronics. Now I don't like electronics like that. I really don't, because I have been using and being a part of and being just filled with so many things that come with this that I'm sort of kind of like sick of it. Like, it's just like when you drink eggnog. You drink too much eggnog, you get sick of the eggnog after a while, and you're just like, I don't want no more. Let me just not have it for a little bit, and then maybe I like it again. It's the same thing for me with electronics. But when I first started out, I loved it. So I got a job with Sprint. I got a job just selling on the street, phones wise, not drugs or anything. Selling phones on the street, just buying them, flipping them. I got a job with T-Mobile, and then finally, I had a break. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys what was going through my mind. Because right now, if you're in a 9 to 5 right now and you're looking like, damn, I don't wanna be here. I know I have a better purpose. I know I need to do this. I know I'm destined for something else. You have the know-how. You have it already. But you're trying to figure out when is the right time to make that action. I'm gonna tell you right now. So, boom, I was working with Sprint. And Sprint was not paying me for the work I was doing. They were paying me crumbs when I was bringing them back bread, okay? And they were not treating me as an equal because they had the full power to not do that, okay? Because they owned that business. So it was more so like, Brandon, what's your worth? And I didn't think I was worth much. So I learned there that phones are lucrative, and I've seen how much money they bring a company, so that intrigued me even more. Problem is I didn't have any sales in me. I didn't have it to where I knew exactly where and how to sell. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work for Verizon Fios, and I'm gonna go knocking door to door. So I went and I knocked door to door for a little bit, maybe about 6 months, to learn how to sell, learn how to override objections, learn Jones effect, learn different sales techniques that could help me talk to people, help me pitch, help me sell myself. You know what I mean? So I started to do that. Now, once I did that, it sort of kind of opened up my eyes, and I started to realize, well, if I sit there and I can talk to somebody and I can sell myself to someone and I can sell why they should keep the door open in the winter while it's freezing cold, then I can sell anything. So I was like, all right, boom. I know how I went to Sprint and I seen that it was worth money. This industry is some type of money. Then I went to Verizon Fios to knock on doors and sell cable and had to make little jokes, had to be empathetic, had to sit there, had to have some type of pitch, had to orchestrate the pitch, had to carry the pitch, had to make the pitch work, had to do all of these things. So I'm like, all right, boom. I know I can do that. Now, here's the next thing. Let me go and let me take the money from Verizon Fios and let me just full out become an entrepreneur because I know how to do everything. Let me go ahead and do it, right? So boom, I quit Fios and I'm like, I'm gonna take this money and I'm going to make money flipping phones. So I took the money, went on like Craigslist and all that and tried to sit there and sorry y'all, sit there and make money, right? So boom, go on Craigslist, buy a whole bunch of phones, start selling them in the street. I still had the connection with Sprint, so I was selling the phones for service. Everything was cool. I'm making a little bit of money, but then I started to realize, dang, I feel like every time I make money, I'm losing money because I'm spending money. But if I can't spend the money, what am I doing? If I made $200, I should be able to spend that $200. No, dummy. So that's when I realized, I gotta go back to work because I'm broke. And I did not understand the power of flipping money, the power of actually how to calculate your profit and how to put money back in your business. So then this was what changed my dang life. I went and I applied for T-Mobile. I went to T-Mobile as a rep, was the top rep in the district several times. I was doing my thing because of the Verizon Fios stuff. It taught me how to sell. So I was killing these. Until this day, you could put me just like this in the T-Mobile store, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You feel me? So, boom. I was killing it, and I learned how to be a worker. I learned how to work a 9 to 5, and I did this for around 2 years. Won so many awards and trophies. I'm just like, yeah, let's get it. You feel me? It made me feel good, getting paid a lot of money. But then I realized, something ain't right. I want to work for myself. I could be doing it. Like, you ever have a job and you sitting there at the job and you like, yo, I could really be doing this myself and this money could be mine. That's how I felt. So, boom. Sitting there, chilling. Like, you know what? I'm going to take this money and I'm going to start me a store. Boom. When to go start a store. Boom. I knew how to sell. I knew how to be a worker, so I knew that, okay, you need to make sure that you are here on time. You need to make sure that you have people selling for you, because that's in T-Mobile, people were selling. So I'm like, I know all of that, you know what I mean? And that store did good. The problem was I wasn't a leader. I was bossing people around, talking to people like they were shit. I was being really like, I'm high type stuff, like I'm higher than you. So, long story short, people stayed. Nobody really quit. Some people quit. Repair people is so hard to get. It was just like, all right. I'm looking around and there's a whole bunch of yes men now at this point. Nobody's telling me no, because every time you tell me no, I'm snapping at you. So I had to shut that store down because it wasn't progressing. And somebody asked to be a partner with my store, and I said yes. And that whole partnership, they tried to steal my business. They didn't, but they tried to. I was just like, oof, let me step back. Guess where I went back to? T-Mobile. So, guys, I'm going to pause the story right here and I'm going to tell y'all this. The reason why I'm telling you this story is because I want you to understand how many times it takes you just to fail. And I'm telling you like the big failures. But within those big failures, I had more failures. I had more times when I was doing dumb stuff and I had to learn. But it's like sometimes before you quit your job, I want you to really think, have I learned everything I needed to learn? Have I failed enough? Because you know when you failed enough, you will know. You will know because you're going to become, every failure is going to make you smarter. Every failure, every time you fall down on that ground, you're going to get up with a different type of strength. You know what I mean? And I'm still failing and I'm still trying to continue to evolve and get up with more strength. as we speak. So, continue the story. I went to T-Mobile, and this time when I went back to T-Mobile, I became a manager. They were like, you know what? We're not just gonna put you, we're not gonna just put you in a regular role. We are going to, sorry guys, customers and stuff. We are going to make sure that we get you to the places you need to be, which is a district manager. So they put me as a manager. That's where I learned a lot. So when I learned that they were gonna put me in a manager role, I was a little scared, okay? And I never forget it. It was in a store full of females, all female employees. And I learned so much. I learned how not to be scared to speak up. I learned how to have tough conversations. I learned how to delegate stuff. I learned how to problem solve. I learned how important numbers were. I learned all of it. So that was like one of the biggest things that I believe helped me to where I'm at right now as we speak. So me learning how to be a manager, learning how to be an effective leader, my store got to the top of the district. We were third in the country. The first two above us were in California. We were the best store around. Okay, on the East Coast, we were the best T-Mobile store. You heard me right. On the East Coast, we were the best T-Mobile store. And here's the thing. A lot of people, they like to flaunt and they like to act cocky. I'm not trying to act cocky. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Look at the progression. I went from being taken advantage of to then taking advantage of my situation and then improving every single time. And I'm saying this not to be cocky, but I'm saying this because you can do it. I'm saying this because before you quit your 9 to 5, you need to make sure that you are ready. You need to make sure that you're showing progression in what you're doing. If you can't show the maximum progression for who you're working for, you're not ready to work for yourself. You're not. Because if you can't follow instructions and can't excel with those instructions with someone else, you won't be able to do it yourself. If you can't show up to work on time with somebody else's business, you're not going to do it with yours. And I know you might be thinking, oh, yes, I will, because listen, it's my bit. I care about my bit. It's not about that. Sometimes days are hard. Sometimes days are gloomy. Sometimes you hire a whole staff and they leave. Sometimes you get a flood. I had a flood in one of my stores. I had to close down. Sometimes it's a pandemic and people say, yo, B, I love you, but I'm out because I can get paid more doing unemployment. Sometimes you got to stand firm. Sometimes you got to understand that these 9 to 5s are gifts from God. Because right now I don't have no backup. I only have my incomes. I only have me. I have me. And the people that are working with me, they have me. I'm the one that writes their paychecks. I'm the one that sends their direct deposits. I'm the one. So it's like, when all of that is on your back, you got to be ready to stand tall no matter what happens. And I know you can do it, but don't be like me and rush it. Don't be like me and try to do it for a look. Do it because you know that this is what you want. You want it as bad as you breathe. And you can do it. I know you can. But before you quit your 9 to 5, before you walk out of that job, before you get down, before you allow yourself to get too big-headed and think that you're special, I want you to know this. None of us are special. None of us. Our actions are only the result of how we plan. And we have to plan, and this is the stage you're at, planning. Before you leave that comfortable paycheck and have to wake up every day and knowing you got to make a certain amount of money to pay the bills, make sure you're maximizing your paycheck. Make sure somebody else is wanting to promote you. Because when your boss wants to promote you, when your boss is like, oh my God, dude, you're doing a great job. When he's promoting you and everything's going good with your job and then you leave, that's when you know that this is really for you. That's when you know. But if you want to leave because you stagnate in your job and it don't seem like nobody's trying to move you up, that's your fault. And that means you got to work 10 times harder. You got to strategize and make sure that this is more efficient and that you can make this stuff happen. You can hit the milestones you need to hit to improve and move up in that business. Once you start to move up in that business, you know for a fact that you can move up and become an entrepreneur, because now you can teach other people how to do the same thing you did. That's all being an entrepreneur is. That's all owning the store is. Being able to have customers want to promote you to be in their service. So make sure, guys, before you quit your 9 to 5, that you understand how to work one. It's a lot of people, trust me, it's a lot of people talking. It's a lot of people saying they know how to do this and know how to do that, y'all. But listen, you looking at a guy, okay? I'm gonna get a little closer. I've been down because this thing a little short. You looking at a guy that was told by his mother that he would never ever graduate high school. You looking at a guy that sat there homeless, sleeping in his Jeep, homeless. Once I got up and got money, got in a car accident, car totaled. Somebody that slept in the rain, slept under cars. Somebody that got fired from his first job and cried like a baby. Somebody that wants this as bad as he breathes. Somebody that does not know how to do anything but go for his goals. You're looking at somebody that has been kicked so many times, just like you probably have. Because guess what? I'm not special. But I didn't let any of the things that are hindering me, I didn't let, when I first became a manager, my first week they thought I was going to take the store up to the top, and I didn't. And then you want to know what wasn't the district manager, the regional manager told me. He came into my store and he said, "Hi, Brandon, the store's not doing better. It seems like you're the problem." And then you know how that hurts your feelings? So understand, before you quit your 9 to 5, think about all of this, man. Hit me up. You know I'm always here for you guys with the transparency. I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys continue to grow. If you are in a tough situation with your job, don't try to just become an entrepreneur just because. Leave a job, start another one. But you need to excel in your job. Excel in that shit. Do that shit the best. Because when you do that shit the best, nobody can stop you. I left my job, y'all, and they were wondering why I left. They were wondering. They're like, yo, he was making the money. He's at the top of the charts. What did we do wrong? You didn't do nothing wrong. The point is you can't contain me. That's the point. The point is I am like water, bro. Like, you can't just put me in the palm of your hands and think I'm gonna just sit there. Cause I got stuff to fulfill. I got dreams to make happen. I love you guys. Getting a little too emotional. Seeming like a motivational video. Just giving that. But thank you guys, man. I hope you guys see, like, I'm really, really about this. I really love this. I really love this. All my stores, all my employees, I really love this. I really love it. I really love it, and you will too, but you gotta stop. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Peace.